Hi, I'm B. I make stuff. This is the Make a Bee podcast. Nice to see you after all these months. It is a cozy, cold day here in Vancouver. It's August, but there's what do they call it? Atmospheric river happening, which means that there is as much rain happening right now as there happens usually in an entire month. So, really good for my garden and for me being inside without being guilty. It's nice to see you after so long. Oh my god. It is summer 2025, which means I've been podcasting for 5 years. I was going back and looking at my old podcasts in my archives, which, they're archives, so you can't see those, but I can see them. And oh my god, that was a quirky kid. Goodness me. I was peppy. I'm still peppy. But yeah, a lot of quirky, very fun. I'm still fun. I'm still here. I'm still fun. But I'm a bit older now, and it's really brave. I'm very brave. It's very brave to go watch yourself making videos on the internet from 5 years ago. Oh my god. But I'm happy I've been doing this for so long. I have no reflections to share with you other than I love being here. I love doing this, and yeah, still, I'm never going to be monetized. Never say never, I guess, but I don't want to be ever. And I love keeping this as like a little hobby for myself. And I really appreciate the little community that has come about because of it. At the Vancouver Dyke March 2 weeks ago, I was approached by 2 different people who have been watching. It was really cool. I was like, this is where my audience is. Very good. Very nice. That was really nice. So yeah, I have a lot to share today. I did Tour de Fleece. I don't have a lot of Tour de Fleece to show you, but I did some Tour de Fleece. I've been knitting a lot. I've got about 9 finished objects since the last time we chatted. 4 works in progress currently, and partridge and a pear tree. No, just kidding. I don't have a partridge and a pear tree. What are you talking about? Let's start with acquisitions. So, for my birthday, which was in end of June, I'm 27 now. Lucky me. I went to the Sunshine Coast, and we were thrifting at the Sunshine Coast because rural thrift stores have way better stuff than Metro Vancouver thrift stores. And I was buying some yarn, and this man was like really eyeballing me when I was buying yarn. He was like, and I was like, to him, because he was staring at me, so I was staring right back. And he said, "You knit?" And I said, "Yeah, I do." He said, "Do you spin yarn?" I said, "Yeah, I do." He says, "Well, I have a spinning wheel." And I said, "That's exciting." He's like, "Do you want it?" And I said, "Well, how much is it and what kind is it?" And he said it was $50 and it was from New Zealand. So I said, "In Ashford?" And he said, "Yes, come to my garage and look at it." And I said, "Okay." So I got his phone number. And I went to his garage and looked at it, and it was a great little spinning wheel, and I bought it. And it's, hey, something else that's new acquisition is a tattoo. It's one of these, new tattoo, thanks Sawyer, like a traditional kind of style with the one single petal. And I bought one of those, so now I have one. And yeah, we had 4 people in the car and 4 people's stuff in the car, and the spinning wheel fit, so it was fine. Brought it home. I can't show it to you today, but I did get one of those. Very exciting. Another spinning wheel. I have my Kiwi 3, but that was an exciting acquisition. The other acquisition, 2 other ones I have are this Noro. It is the Kakigori, and the colorway is color 42, Lot A. This to me is as neutral as it gets. This is like extremely neutral. I got this so I could knit an extremely neutral. It's a cotton, and I don't think I'm going to get to it this summer. I thought I might, but there are more important things to do. People are having babies, and babies need sweaters. But this is for next summer. I'm really happy with. I don't really, I haven't really bought a lot more for myself, so that's really nice. The other thing is this 80/20 machine washable organic merino and 20% recycled nylon winter harvest colorway from Lichen and Lace. So it's got some purple and some green going on. I love Lichen and Lace's colorways. I have been using her yarn for a very, very long time. You might be wondering, you're like, B, why do you have a machine washable organic merino? I thought you weren't doing superwash. And to that I'd say, dear viewer, this is not a superwash. I emailed Megan and I was like, hey, like, it says this is an eco-friendly thing, but what does that mean? Is that greenwashing? Is that real? And so to answer your question, basically I'm on the hunt to find the most sustainable sock options for me. I am trying to avoid microplastics and, you know, but there are people out there who are like, I need not a superwash yarn. I need to put it in the washing machine and it needs to have nylon. So I was like, I'm going to try this yarn out and I will report back on my journey to a more sustainable sock. But this is, instead of the chlorine based process that like superwash usually uses, it kind of really contaminates water and it's a real issue, but this uses a salt based processing with less pollutants. So I liked what I saw when I researched it, and I'm gonna give it a try. It does feel like superwash, so I don't love the feel of it, but the color is very pretty and I love lichen and lace, so happy to support a small business. You know how it is. And then other acquisitions, I don't think there's anything else to show you. So moving on to works in progress. I am still undecided if having one finished sock and one in progress sock is a finished object or not a finished object, but the sock pair isn't finished, so I guess it's a work in progress. This is my first, like, or second set of socks on my non-superwash sock journey. I'm gonna stop saying, every time I say non-superwash sock, you gotta take a big sip of your drink. Hey, I was watching a YouTube video and the YouTuber said this, and I'm gonna say it to you right now. And is there anything you could do right now if you wanna like pause the video to like make yourself more comfortable? Like, could you have some water maybe? Are you thirsty? Maybe you gotta run to the washroom, I don't know. But like, this is a comfy stop. If you need a drink or a new pillow or something, and some water, need to change where you are, maybe even, hey, stop the video, get off the internet, I don't know. It's a little check-in. So, anyways, every time I say non-superwash sock, you take a sip of your water. That's the rule for this podcast. But this is my first venture into the non-superwash socks. I got this, I can't remember the yarn brand at all. I know it's a finished landrace yarn, and I got it from the farmer who had the sheep. But I got this at Rhinebeck 2 years ago, and finished landrace was interesting to me because they have a very long staple length in their coat, and so when you're looking for, when you don't have nylon, you need that long, really rustic feel, and the long staple length for durability. This also has 4 plies, like 4 little strands, so you want more plies than less, and yeah, it's itchy, which to me means it's durable. I have been doing anatomical toes. I didn't do it on this one. Frankly, I forgot. I did the toe on a plane and I was just autopiloting and didn't do it. But yeah, it's just a broken rib. Something else that I'm doing for my non-superwash socks is I'm doing a 72 stitch sock as opposed to a 64, which I usually do. And I'm going down a needle size. So it's a tighter gauge, and hopefully that means it will be more durable. So we'll see how that goes, but that's the first one, and the second one's on the way. Other works in progress. Okay, so you may have fallen sick into the Labubu fever. That was a terrible introduction. Labubu fever has been sweeping the nation. Breaking news. And I saw those, so they're so cute. Oh my god. But also, I no judgment or hate anyone that has one, but I'm just not about that plastic life, or I'm trying to be less about it. It's really hard being a colorful, plastic loving person in a world where forever chemicals are going to be around forever, but Labubus have, like, they're coated in one of the worst offending forever chemicals. So I thought I would make one. We have Labubu at home. This is my Labubu at home. She's not finished. I'm gonna give her arms and a toque and like a lobster claw, and she's gonna be a little bag charm, and a mouth. I'm not sure about a mouth. Maybe a no mouth means it's cuter. I don't know. But I'm also, so every year at Rhinebeck, my friends all bring really nice gifts for each other, and they're very thoughtful. And you know, there's like a lot of thoughtful people giving gifts. You're like, oh my god, I have to be a thoughtful person giving gifts. And I don't feel very good at that all the time. But this year I strive to make everyone their fake knitted Labubu. The actual pattern is called the Love Monster pattern. Yeah, but yeah, so I'm gonna knit my friends Labubus, and they're all such unique people. Like they're all very different, and so I would love to like personalize them to each person. Um, for example, like Annabelle likes like darker teals and like kind of like oceany, but like dark, like yo ho ocean. Does that make sense? Like a stormy kind of situation. And I know that Lane's was going to be like a cream color with like a neon toque and probably like a lot of piercings because he's a piercer. And my buddy Tashi has like really, really nice tattoos, so I want to see if I can get Zoe to like in with fabric markers like give the Labubu tattoos. And I know it's not a Labubu, it's just like the idea of Labubu. Labubu at home. But she's partially the way there. This is my hand spun. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like an ugly doll. We have Labubu at home. Maybe I'll give her hair. I don't know, there's so much to do, but yes, this is my cute little creature. Other works in progress. Oh, the next one here. So this is it's just called Canyon. It's not like Canyon Tea or anything. It's just Canyon by Jack Cieslak. Their patterns are very thoughtful, and I appreciate the way that they're put out in the world. They're really nice. They're really cool. They are also tedious. They're very wearable garments, which means like fingering weight yarn at a pretty tight gauge, but like incredibly wearable, but just like a bit of a slog sometimes. So I made this. It's the Canyon. It's kind of like a muscle tee is what it looks like. The yarn is so lovely. It's BC Garn Soft Silk. It has such a nice like slubby texture. I'm gonna see if I can hide myself. You can see that. It's an ultramarine kind of blue that I've been really, really into recently. I'm that kind of person where I get like obsessed with a color. For a while, you may remember it was like hot pink. I had purple for a while, like a pastel-y purple. Hot pink was definitely one of them. I was really into neon, like this color for a hot minute, and right now it's this ultramarine color. Now I don't think I have enough yarn to like truly finish it the way I want to finish it, unfortunately. I've got about double of this left over. So hopefully I'll finish it before the end of summer, so I can at least get a couple wears out of it. But I always do. This is the classic summer knitting problem, right? You knit with plant fibers or like silk and plant fibers in the summer, and then but it's a great yeah, great project. No complaints. The pattern is well written as always. Other works in progress include, this is the Cocoon Choky. Choky is a nostalgic word for vests, I'm pretty sure. I'm doing it in Bramble Ridge. It's my first time knitting with Bramble Ridge, so I'm doing it in Bramble Ridge. The colorway is Melly Yellow. Megan, the owner of Bramble Ridge, I think is friends with Melly Knits, I believe, and has named a color for her. I think that's so, I love when yarn dyers do that. But yeah, it'll be just like a popover for fall. It's a untreated wool and flax, so like linen combo, which is really interesting to me. It's very, very soft, so I'm hoping the flax like lends some durability to it. But I like the base a lot, and the color is a really wearable color for me. Yellow was definitely one of the colors that I was obsessed with for a long time. My car was yellow. The branding for my business was yellow. Everything was yellow, yellow, yellow. So yellow I think is my forever favorite color. But yes, the designer, I really like this. There's a couple of design details that I like quite a bit about this. The first one is the like faux ribbing going on at the edge here. You can see that like it's actually just a garter kind of edge, and I mean that's fun because as you go you don't have to do the sleeves when you're done. And it's just different, you know, like after you've made whatever 100 garments. I haven't made 100 garments. Maybe I have. No, not 100. I'm like, I've definitely made like at least 70 garments. That can't be right. That's not right. Like 50? I don't know. When you've made dozens, we'll say dozens of garments. Sorry, I'm like, I've made hundreds of, no, I haven't. I'm like, who do I think I am? When you've made a lot of garments, I think just having something different, like a different design detail, is always really fun, despite the stockinette. Yeah, and it's a quick little thing. It's gonna have the neckline is like quite a large, like turtleneck kind of style, and I'm debating whether or not I actually want that or not. So we'll see how I feel about that when the time comes, and we'll see how much yarn I have left. But so far so good. I'm having a good time. I would definitely buy this colorway again. I'm hoping to buy this colorway, this yarn base again. So those are my works in progress at this moment in time. Yeah, I want to talk to you about what I have going on right now, which is I've been really into watercolors. Yeah, Zoe for my birthday got me a watercolor palette, and then I was kind of I go to my community center a lot. I love my community center in BC. The community centers here, the programming they have is amazing. Like, I'm not trying to knock the things in Nova Scotia, but just like there's programming for everyone. Like, I've taken 4 or 5 classes now at the community center, and I'm taking pottery in the fall as well, so I'm really excited about that. But so I was just in there just checking things out one day, going to the gym, and I saw that day a watercolor class was starting, so I was like, oh, I'll take the watercolor class. And it's been really fun to do the fundamentals of something for the first time. Growing up, my best friend Ella, she's like the kind of person where, so creative things come very easily to her. Like, she really puts her own spin on everything. She like radiates creativity. She's incredibly naturally talented, and so we did a lot of creative things together. Like, if she did jewelry, I did jewelry. If she did sewing, I did sewing. I would follow her everywhere in terms of like kid creative stuff. And so, but she's like so good. So when I did painting when I was younger, I was like, oh, I'm just not good at this. And then I realized, I'm like, oh, I'm an adult now. And in my head, I'm like, I'm not good at that. I'm like, well, I could just try and be bad at something for a little while. So that's what I've been doing. I've been being bad at something, and I've been really enjoying that. I don't have a whole lot in here to show you because most of it's upstairs, but I can show you. I've been doing shells. It's kind of like a meditative thing as opposed to anything else. I'm not saying they're good. I'm not saying they're bad either. I'm just saying I like doing them. I like this one a lot. I like the colors. So yeah, been doing that. I've been getting, there's a company called Beam Paints. They're Canadian, they're Anishinaabe. They're out of Ontario, and it's a family company, and they do zero waste pigments. And so I've got like, I ordered theirs. They have an option to order their seconds, so things where, like, for example, you can see in this palette behind my face that this guy is a little bit cracked. So you can see that that's cracked, so I guess that means it's not sellable at the same price as other things. But you can get their seconds, and it's a mystery, so I've been having a lot of fun. Like, their paints have like tree sap in it. Yeah, and they're really beautiful. I love they have like sparkly ones that are really fun. So I've been having a great time doing that. A lot of fun with the seconds, because they're really affordable. Like, they're really affordable to try them out. So yeah, try something new as an adult. Take a class. Be bad at something. Enjoy it. It's awesome. Okay, interlude time, I think, to speak about torn fleece. So I was at work one day in March, and someone came in, or maybe April, someone came in and he was like, hey, do you know anyone that can spin mountain goat fiber? And I was like, I'll try, why the hell not? And so he brought some in and I tried it. It was hard, like mountain goat fiber. I don't have anything to show you, unfortunately. You'll see why later, or you'll hear why later. But it's really interesting. It has like a very downy undercoat and then like a hairy kind of wiry top coat. So it means it's quite durable, but also very soft. So it holds heat and it's also very strong. Very, very cool. And so I was like, yeah, I'll give it a try. So I was spinning it. It's kind of hard, kind of slubby, but it ended up being fine. So I spun like pounds and pounds, like maybe 5 or 6 pounds of this mountain goat. It's going to be used to make someone's regalia. The owner of the mountain goat fiber is from the Squamish Nation, and mountain goat is like an incredibly important fiber for the Squamish people. So super cool that I was able to help out with that, and I really hope that I get to see what it ends up being. I don't know if I will, but yeah, so that's all passed off its own home. Tour de Fleece, I finished spinning that. It took me months and months, and I finished it off during Tour de Fleece, which felt really good to get that done. But it was just white, and I felt like I was like it felt very like I was a cottage crafter, and then the Industrial Revolution happened and I became the machine. I was just spinning and spinning and spinning. It became a blur of like white fluff. Yeah, it took me months, but I finished during Tour de Fleece, which was great. And I also finished, oh, we got Zoe. Hi, Zoe.
Hey.
How are you?
Good.
I'm filming my podcast.
Oh.
Are you dyeing your hair?
No. It's just wet outside.
Oh, it's just when I was at poor thing. I didn't realize how late it was. I was going to pick you up. What is that?
What's that for you?
Oh my god, thank you.
All dressed crispy minis.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
How was work? I love my wife. What was I talking about? Okay, pardon me. The other thing that I spun, I did spin a whole lot else during Tour de Fleece, but I did spin this Puntas Arenas, which is a fleece that I hadn't worked with before, but it's part of my Nest Fiber Company monthly subscription, which I have to cancel, I think, because the tariffs are getting worse, but I spun it to be like, actually I haven't talked about this either, but I spun it to be like this yarn, hopefully, so that it changes color, but then it is also like a solid color for a few rows and then changes again. The colorway is Hilltop Glow. Actually, it looks quite a lot like my socks in terms of color combos. But I went for like a sport weight. It ended up more DK because it always does. And I'm probably going to use this to make a couple of either the I've been burned before, but the Beads of Joy, not the pattern's fault, my personal fault. I fully lost a full panel of it, just gone. Who knows where it is. And or maybe a pentapullover, just depending on how I'm feeling. But I have a few of these and they all kind of work together, so I was going to use them to make a modular knit. I love modular knitting. Speaking of, I'm currently wearing my Sungazer top by James & Watts. It's in Big Sky by Spincycle Yarns. It's their dyed in the wool sport weight. It's fun because you can do both sides. Yeah, it's a great top. It's probably the most fun I've ever had doing a process of knitting. Yeah, I can't believe I was looking at it and I haven't posted it on Instagram yet, and I've been wearing it like once every 2 weeks for 2 years, so I should probably, sorry, I pick up now. Yeah, I should probably hop do that, hey? Okay. I also pulled some sewing to show you, but it's not ironed and I'm not going to pull my iron, so that's just not going to happen. So sorry. Sewing next time, maybe. Let's talk my millions, bajillions, quadrillions of finished objects. The first one is these right here. They are the January socks from the Colorwork Cuff Club. What a party. I love the Colorwork Cuff Club. I didn't do all of them, but I did a few of them. These ones, really fun. They are just stash. They're just stash superwash fingering nylon that I had. I've made so many projects with this yarn specifically. It's just the gift that keeps giving, man. My sock blockers are so cute. They have little animals on them. I got them on Etsy. I haven't actually worn these yet. Because I haven't, yeah, I just haven't. So they're on the blocker still. But that's one thing I finished. Everything else I finished is over here. So first up, we have the ends aren't woven in. It's still a finished object, okay? This is my knitting badge neckerchief by, oh, I'm not going to say the person who made it, sorry. Nicholas is his name, but I don't know what his, Nicholas is their name, but I don't know what their handle is at the top of my head. They have an awesome mustache. But yes, it's a great little neckerchief. It's made with the first yarn I ever really did real good at hand spinning of my drop spindle. It's Perendale. I think these are the prettiest colors in the whole wide world. It's lovely. And I'll weave the ends in eventually. This has been a work in progress for 2 years. Oh my god. Oh my god. So I didn't give you the rest of my spring cleaning vlogs. If you want to see those, I will upload them. Life happened. I didn't finish doing that. It was really fun while it lasted. And if you want to see the rest of it, even though it's not in season anymore, let me know and I will put it together and put it on the internet for you, okay? I will do it if you want it. Let me know. But yeah, so I did a spring cleaning cowl that M to the third Mackenzie put on. And I finished this. I finished so many projects. That's why I have so many whips. I mean, finished objects. It's all things that I have had on the needles for a very long time. But yeah, this is hand spun Perendale. I was like spinning it as I knit it. And so I finished spinning it and I finished knitting it. And it's a great little piece. Perendale is a interesting fleece. It's like a meat sheep. So it's quite itchy. Or it's supposed to be quite itchy, but I don't find it itchy at all. And I love the colors. And I'm just really proud of it, okay? I'm really happy with it. I was happy to finally finish it. And yeah, so it's called the Knitting Badge Neckerchief. If you want a really quick, satisfying knit, it's a really great, like, it's just like, you just zip through it. It's awesome. Actually, Haley Quinn, who I love watching on here, she was talking about it as well. And I watched her most recent video in preparation for doing mine, because I love to watch people's YouTubes before I do my YouTube. It's kind of like, I'm gonna get me in the zone, you know? But she also made one. Also, to show you that I finished it such a long time ago, it doesn't feel like it's like a finished object that I should be showing on camera. It feels like a long time ago. But this is my shirt of Fire and Ice. Oh my god. The test knit for James and Watts, a modular knit. It's a cast on here, knit across, and then pick up stitches on the way back, knit across, pick up stitches on the way back. This is the coolest thing I've ever made, I think, actually. It has a lovely weight to it. It's stash yarn, but the equivalent is going to be the Blue Sky sweater yarn. It's like a 30% cotton, 70% wool. It's a lovely weight. The way that it's blocked out is so nice. When I wear it, I feel very, not Bauhaus isn't the right, I feel very designy. I feel very architectural. I feel very cool. I'm really proud of this sweater. I'm really proud of the colors I chose. I feel like a genius. I was like, oh god, my brain is amazing. I can create color combinations. Like, wow. I'm devolving here, sorry. But I love this shirt. I can't wait for it to be cool again so I can wear it again. It is warm. It cut me off, but it's warm. It's beautiful. I love her. It's covered in cat hair. Elton also loves it. I'm surprised he hasn't bothered us today, actually. I'm not sure what he's up to. Another James and Watts test knit that I should talk about because I'm already talking about it. It's dirty because I wear it. Sorry. Sorry, America. Canada or Europe. It's the Strippy Stripe tank. Oh my god, it's my gay little tank top. I wear it with my gay little overalls. And it's a gay little shirt. My goodness. Really fun use up your scraps project. Really fun summer knit. I think summer knits are so boring most of the time. This one's really fun. I felt super guilty because I finished it before the test deadline. Did I remember to fill out my form? No, I didn't. Sorry, James. I'm embarrassed, so I have to publicly denounce myself on the internet about it. Not trying to be that guy. Sometimes you're that guy, you know? We are who we are. And I am ADHD. Sometimes. Every day. I love having adult ADHD. Yay. The colors I chose are fun. I hate this color specifically, but it was all scraps that I had. It's a weird yarn. It's a cotton sock yarn. So it's got some nylon in it. It's a weird one. But it makes the garment feel very sturdy, very handsome, very good. Another one I wear pretty often now in the summer. I'm really happy with how that one turned out. So many good things. What else can I show you? This is another long-standing whip that I cast on, I think, 3 summers ago, but I finished. It is, oh, what's it called? I made a list because I knew I'd forget. It is the, oh, come on now. I didn't write it down. She has so many patterns. Oh my god, okay. It's called the Road Tripper Tee. Sorry that took me so long. Oh my god. There's supposed to be buttons here, but I like the look of it a lot without the buttons. This is Queensland cotton, and it's already stretching out so much. But it's a really good shirt. For some reason, when I wear this to work, actually I know exactly why. Ozetta is a really solid designer. There are a few designers that I would recommend to anyone, I think. She is one of them. I don't know why, like, Petite Knit gets a lot of hype when she exists. Her stuff is all size inclusive and really cute. And very beige. So I'm like, if it's very beige, like, everyone should want it, right? Because that's what everyone's thinking right now, is very beige. So I don't know why people don't talk about her near enough. So I'm talking about her. She's a great designer. Makes really good staples. Huge fan. Not a huge fan. I'm like a reasonable size fan of this woman. Really, really solid patterns that I think anyone can follow. And whenever I wear this to work, people love it. They're obsessed. They're like, oh my god, like, what is that shirt? And I think they think it's Petite Knit, and I think that's why they like it so much. But it's Ozetta, and it's a great pattern. It's just a pure cotton. I had finished it, I'd cast it off, and it literally cut me off like mid-tit. And so I had to expand and give it sleeves. And it literally took me, I think, 4 days to finish it, and it had been sitting as a whip for 2 years. So cheers, my dears. Finish that poor whip in the side of the room. Maybe it'll fit like a glove, and yeah, get a lot of compliments at the yarn store. Who's to say? I think we're running low on finished objects now. Just making sure. Yes, I got 3 left. So this is the Pelica vest by Rosa Palmer in my hand spun. Oh my god, I love this vest. It makes me feel so woodsy. I do feel like I should be like a Gandalf type wearing this. Not exactly him, but like that man, his face. You know, like a long wooden pipe, but also a teddy bear at the same time, and also just everything. I just feel like I should be a storybook character in this vest. I think it's the structure. I love the structure of it. I love the seams. The seams are like visible seams that are actually just I-cords. I think it looks beautiful in hand spun yarn. I wish I could back up a little bit more to show you a bit better what's going on here. There we go. I love the way my hand spun looks in garter. I think it's just very simple. Shows off something very simple. This one also took me a long time. It's a woolen spun, and so it holds heat quite aggressively. So I have not worn it this summer. But I also got like a flat brim hat that I wear with it that I love. The buttons are like a purple button. I'm hiding my face. Super cute little Liberty fabric covered buttons. All around a very solid piece of work. I'd recommend this as well. I think there are a few patterns that I get to finishing that I'm like, I don't like that. I do love this. And I've been wearing it over my other hand spun like full sweater. The one that I made, the stripe sweater by Veronica Lindbergh. The one that's very popular, stripe hype sweater by Veronica Lindbergh. I wear it over that, and it's like a full jacket. Like, it's 2 hand spun sweaters, very warm, very nice. Yeah, this fiber was from Crux Fibers. I love Crux Fibers. Sad that I can't buy them anymore. Another giant finished object that I have here is another Ozetta pattern. This is the Traveler's Cardigan. I am mid-range happy with how this turned out. I wear it a lot. The color's great. I hate that the button does this. I'm probably going to sew it closed and just make it so that the button is like just for decoration, basically. The buttons are super cute. They're clay. I got them at Rhinebeck last year. Really cute clay buttons. The yarn is Nordskull. It blocked out so much more than my swatch blocked out. And obviously, like Zandy Peters, I think, posted about this the other day, but like how the weight of something, the garment pulls on it to make it bigger. So it overblocked, and now it's too big on me. You can tell, like, my sleeve goes like down to here. But it's cute for that oversized look. It's very comfortable and it's very warm. So I'm happy I finished it. I'm mad at myself that I blocked it out so much. I could shrink it if I so wished, but also I don't care that much. I care, but I don't care that much. Yeah, happy with it. And then I guess the last object, I'll talk about media as well after this, but the last finished object I have to show you, Summertime Secret Summer Crop by Jessie May. I've made like 30 of these at this point, and not 30, I've made 3 of them. This is my 3rd one in a laying yarn. I think I have the tag right here. Yeah, Wool Addicts laying yarn, color 2636. I just saw the ball and I had to have it, so I bought it and I made a 1 skein project with it. Classic. It's just like a standard summer shirt, man. I don't tell you. It's a great little shirt. Does the job. Love a tank top. That's what I wrote on that. Alright, so last but not least, let's chat about media. Specifically books, because I love reading. You know me. I've read a lot of books recently. What else is new? I read a few good books. Some books that I'd recommend that I love that you should read as well. My Best Friend's Honeymoon. Meryl Wilsner has wrote my other favorite lesbian / like WLW romance, which is Cleat Cute. I love Cleat Cute. My Best Friend's Honeymoon was really good. People hated it. Hey, it's a romance. You know, we're not talking literature here. We're not talking big brain move. We're talking a steamy romance. They're literally kissing in the water on the cover. Like, what do you want? I had a great time reading this. If you like Casey McQuiston stuff, you'd like this. Especially the new Casey McQuiston's book. You'd like this, if you know what I mean. Elton is now here. He's shaking the... You can sit on my lap, buddy. Come here. Come here. Here you go, bud. Oh. You don't hang out on the YouTube channel anymore, do ya? Yeah. Okay, so the next book is Ross Gay's Book of Delights. Ross Gay is a poet and an author. Yeah, he writes really lovely stuff. This book, he started on his birthday, and every day he wrote about a delight. And so they're not all in here, but he wrote about something that delighted him every single day. And they're not all, it's not like sunshine, flowers. He talks about important things. He does social commentary very well, but also it's kind of like when you're not the kind of person who wants to escape reality, but you want your reality to also include not just the hellscape that we live in, but also the nice things as well. So it's like very much that we contain multitudes in the duality of man in this one. The duality of anyone, not just man, but I love his writing. It's very pragmatic, if you will. Hi, sweetie. You're being very nice. Okay. Next up, here you go, bud. I've been reading a lot about robots recently. I've been reading the Murderbot Diaries. I love these. Everyone should read them. They're so fun. Oh no. Sorry, Elton loves chewing on the wood. He loves wood. Murderbot was on, I guess Apple TV picked it up, so it's been very popular. They're little novellas, so they're 2 per book kind of thing. They are Martha Wells. And I really like how weird they can be. Basically, it's a robot that hacks its mainframe, for those of us who are not into sci-fi, and kind of explores human relationships and is part human, so like has human tendencies, but also is part robot, so has robot tendencies. And it's really violent. In parts it's sci-fi, it's quite violent, and it's really beautiful in parts. There's a lot of commentary about capitalism, and yeah, like someone that I'm sure we all feel very much sometimes, being on the outside wanting in. And a really good, like, if you're not into sci-fi, I'd still really recommend these. I'm not a huge sci-fi person, but my buddy Minnow and I are reading them together, so we both read the books at the same time. And that's been really fun. So I read the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th And I just love this little robot. He's so nice. And then the other set of novellas that I've read is A Psalm for the Wild-Built and A Prayer for the Crown-Shy. Hey, are you feeling down about society? Do you want a warm hug that is, once again, also not a runaway from the situation, but like a friendly look at the world? Do I have the novella set for you? This is kind of like a post-apocalyptic society where things went right when the bad thing happened. Something terrible happened and then we figured it out. And it's beautiful, and I did cry many times. Essentially a monk who is genderless. Who knows if they're agender or non-binary or anything, but we've got a monk with they them pronouns named, oh my god, the name of this monk is, I forget the name of the monk. Dex meets a robot, basically, and they become best friends, and they help each other discover the world in a new way. If you are tired, if you're grumpy, if you're like, God, things are shit, this is the book for you, baby. This is the one. I have a lot of physical books. I usually don't have physical books. I usually am a library person. I still am a library person. But the issue is I work at a yarn store. And next to the yarn store is a bookstore. And everyone's like, oh, you must spend all your money on yarn working here. And no, that's not the problem. I have yarn at home. It's the bookstore that's the issue for me. Holy Christ, it's the bookstore. So yeah, these are my books that I'm buying at my bookstore. And I recommend to you. I think that's everything. I think we made it through. Thank you for your time, y'all. Yeah, I love doing this. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you soon. There's more to share soon. More to share soon, I'm sure. I love you. I really do. And I'll talk to you later. Okay.